To rescue the princess, Jack and two soldiers came to the floating island, but they accidentally triggered a trap. They quickly cut the ropes with their knives and escaped, but the giant had already heard the noise and rushed over. They hurriedly looked for a place to hide. Jack hid underwater and watched as the giant bit off the sheep's head, his eyes wide with fear. Even though they didn't move, the giant still smelled the scent of humans. He uprooted a tree by its roots. The soldier fled, but the giant caught up with him in 2 strides and slapped him to the ground with 1 blow. The soldier fainted, and the giant grabbed him in his hand. At that moment, the captain rushed out with a knife to save him. He stabbed the giant's leg with the knife, but it didn't harm the giant at all. The giant kicked the captain away, and the captain hit his head on a rock and fainted. The giant grabbed both of them, while Jack held his breath and hid in the water again. The giant passed by him, but luckily, the giant didn't notice him. Jack followed the giant all the way to his dwelling. He saw that the giant was about to turn the captain and the princess into food. The captain was thrown onto a dough, and the giant sprinkled flour on him and wrapped him in dough. At this moment, Jack came to the princess's side, but he couldn't open the cage. The princess told Jack to save the captain first. While the giant wasn't paying attention, Jack sneaked over to the captain and cut open the dough with a knife. But the giant had already returned, so Jack could only hand the knife to the captain and hide. The giant whistled as he inserted bamboo skewers 1 by 1 into the dough. The captain was terrified, but fortunately, the skewers didn't pierce his body. The giant put him in the oven, and Jack realized time was running out. He climbed to a high place. At that moment, the giant held a knife, pulled the princess out, and placed her on the cutting board. In this critical moment, Jack pulled out a small knife and jumped down from a high place. The knife pierced the giant's back, and the giant screamed, but Jack never let go. Finally, the giant crashed into the wall, and the knife pierced his body. The giant died, and the captain escaped from the oven. The 3 decided to return to the kingdom, but just as they were about to leave, a sleeping giant blocked their path.